Hi, everyone. I'm here on Student View, and I wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit more about the class and go over the syllabus with me. I'm on Canvas and I'm on Student View, so you can see what you're going to see on your computer. And so, like I mentioned before, on the left side here, you will see all of the icons for our class. You will also see the shortcuts here as well. And so the course syllabus is a really important part because obviously it details everything you need to know for the class. So let's go ahead and click there. And it'll take you right to our course syllabus. And so I wanted to welcome you again to AP Environmental Science. And so for some of you, it might be the first AP class you take. For some of you, you're veterans in terms of taking AP classes. But there's some very relevant information here that I need you to also read on your own. I just want to give you some emphasis on, of course, the test itself. So you know that AP means advanced placement, and so this is basically like a college level course. The exam is Friday, May 14th at noon. So please make sure you put that in your calendar. And those of you who have never taken an AP exam, basically you have a scale of 1 through 5. 3 is a passing, 5 is like the best score you can get. And so this can allow you to earn college credit. So it's really a great program. In this course, we're going to be learning about obviously the environment, not only how the environment works, but also what role do we humans play in it, and do we have any impact on it? And so we'll be combining the understanding of how the planet works, but also how we impact it and what problems are arising because of it, and obviously trying to find solutions to that. So I think for most of you, you'll get a lot out of this course. And, some of you may not be pursuing a career in science, and that's fine. But I think, especially today, this course, you're going to find that it's very relevant and that it'll definitely make you into better decision makers and basically active agents, right, in the community. Because our everyday decisions definitely have an impact on our environment. All right, so you want to make sure you go through the course goals and how I do grading. So you'll see here that formal assessments are 60%. Formative assessments, which can be, sometimes open notes just to see how you're doing in the class, those can be 15%, and assignments are 25%. In terms of the college level work, this is definitely a reading course. You definitely want to put in at least 20 minutes of reading a night, and really that's all you need. I always tell students, please don't leave it till the last minute. When you're trying to cram so much information at once, it's bound to spill over, right? You're just not going to have time to absorb it all in a short period of time. So I really recommend that you go ahead and just do 20 minutes of reading. That's really all you need, but you need to be consistent with it so you don't fall behind. So the textbook, like we went over, will definitely be online. And if you need a physical textbook, please let me know. But you definitely need to read the chapters. There are 24 of them, and we will be covering all of them. Some chapters will be longer or more intense than others, but we definitely will be covering everything in that book. All right, so you know about the BYOD. Please make sure you read through that, especially now with the situation that we're all wearing masks and we have to limit basically talking to each other and collaborating with each other physically. You want to make sure that you are on task. I am trusting that you're going to be on task, and so that way you don't fall behind. In terms of the materials, so again, your textbook is online, and I do have physical books for those of you who need it. We will also be using AP Classroom, which is the website that's basically been set up by the College Board. The College Board is the one that gives the AP exam in May. We also will be using Albert Online, which is also a great assessment tool for the course. In terms of your notebook, I'm really going to try to limit what I pick up physically. So we're going to try to do as much online as possible. And so that might mean basically knowing how to submit a paper or submit a photo, and we'll be going through that. But I do still recommend that you have some kind of notebook, because you will be writing some things physically, and you might want to sometimes at home print out some handouts, um, just so you can keep something physical that might be helpful in terms of reviewing for a test. Notebooks, like I used to always collect them. Later on, we might actually set up some kind of digital notebook, or I might ask you to take pictures of your notebook and submit that to see. Um, but I'm going to be very flexible with that, this year for obvious reasons. Okay. Um, Extras. So, new COVID precautions. Obviously, you are expected to wear a mask if you're in class at all times. Goggles are required during labs. As of right now, we're trying to figure out how we're going to do the lab setup. Um, I really do recommend that if you are here in class, that when you come in, you're disinfecting your own desk. With that in mind, you should try to bring like a travel size, wipes or hand sanitizer with you so you can do that. I will try to provide as much as I can in class, but also if you want to go ahead and donate any of the products like hand sanitizer, paper towels, disinfectant wipes, that is so greatly appreciated because they really didn't give us much. All right, so I did want to point out the in person and virtual online learning. This is new for this year. So, guys, this is not how I usually teach. I love being a hands on parent. And so I want to make sure that I, I do reach you guys as best as possible considering the situation. So, I will be making a lot of videos. So whether you're in person or on virtual, whether it be synchronized or asynchronized, I will be kind of flipping my classroom. So I'm making videos of everything. So that way, even if you're at home, you're kind of getting the same experience as if you're in class. And that way, we're all safe. And that is the priority, is that we are all safe. And whether it be in the classroom, keeping safe distance from each other, or obviously if you're at home, I still want you to get the same learning experience. Okay, in terms of contacting me, so if you're at home, it's really important that you have email, right? I want you to join the Remind app. You can download the Remind app for free. And so I will be putting all of the information on Canvas on how to join. The other thing, of course, is that I do have a phone number. Please don't call me, though, unless it's your specific times. So if you are virtual, you will be able to reach me during specific times of that period in which you're in. So typically it'll be the last 20 minutes of the class, because obviously I'm giving the class in person. So those of you who are at home can, physically talk to me or reach me within the time period that I set. Okay, for everybody, Focus is the official gradebook. So make sure you know that. So even if I grade things on Canvas, which is what we're using as our online platform, all of your official grades are on Focus. And I do try to keep that current on a weekly basis. Okay. The other thing, of course, is knowing that everything will be in Canvas. But like I said, we also have other websites like the College Board website, the Albert website, which will be other websites that you'll go to and you need to create an account in. And I'll be making videos on that. If you are here in class, you'll notice that the desks have been separated as much as possible. And so it's important that you're able to feel safe in the classroom. It's really important that you keep your mask on. Um, Guys, science is showing that, um, this virus is definitely something we have to take seriously. So I wear my mask for you, and you wear your mask for me. And it's not only about you and I, but it's about our families, right, at home. So masks are to be worn at all times, and therefore there's no eating or drinking in the classroom. If you have to blow your nose, if you need to get a sip of water, you're going to need to step outside and do that. So there's no bringing down your mask, taking it off at any time. Okay, so in terms of the syllabus here, in terms of the content, you want to make sure that you look at all the units. So there's 9 major units for College Board. In my class, though, there's 10 units. I kind of break it down a little differently just because, I've been teaching this for a while and I like to kind of integrate everything. So you'll notice that the College Board right here does the first few units are really about how the environment works. And they don't really get into human impact until like unit 6, right, through 9. Well, I like integrating it all so that you're getting a little bit of everything at the same time. So that's why down here, I put in my pacing guide. And so the pacing guide gives you my 10 units, and it also gives you the content with some main vocabulary words. It connects it to which chapters we're going to be working on in the book. And then here, the AP outline correlation, it tells you what sections of the units from College Board are linked to specific units in my class. So this is a great resource for you to go through. Okay, and so everything there is in the syllabus. All right, so go ahead and read through this again, and I hope that this was helpful.